When you're short on time, a garden can rapidly turn from a haven of rest to an endless list of jobs. From digging to mowing, watering to weeding, things can quickly start to feel a little overwhelming. Now, if that includes you, you're going to love these brilliant tips that'll save you both time and effort in the garden. Digging is almost always counterproductive. It brings weed seeds to the surface, creating more weeding. It hastens nutrient loss, so you'll need to feed plants more often, and it rips at the very fabric of your soil, compromising its ability to both drain properly and retain moisture. So ditch the digging and get mulching instead. Mulches of organic materials such as wood chips, grass clippings or compost are at the heart of no-till or no-dig gardening. As well as gradually releasing their nutrients and contributing to better soil structure, mulches also promote a healthier soil ecosystem, so plants grow stronger with less input from you. But the biggest time-saving bonus of mulching is fewer weeds, which will find it a lot harder to push through from the ground beneath. There's no need to expend lots of time and energy establishing new beds either. Simply mow off the grass or weeds as close to the ground as possible, then cover the area with overlapping cardboard. Then add your growing medium. Compost works just fine. Sure, there's a bit of shoveling involved, but it's a lot easier than digging. Check out our video on no-till gardening for more on this. Another option is to cover the ground with a sheet mulch, such as a weed-suppressing membrane or old plastic potting soil bags, into which cuts can be made so that well-spaced or sprawling crops may be planted. And you can even get nature to do the work for you. Choose potatoes as a first crop, as their dense canopy smothers out weeds and their roots break up the soil, in effect cleansing the ground for other crops to follow. Save time mowing your lawn by, that's right, just letting it grow a bit longer. The grass will be healthier for it, and it's better for wildlife too. Then just leave the clippings to drop back onto the lawn, where they can return their nutrients back into the soil. That way you won't even need to feed your lawn. Out of the way areas could be left to evolve into miniature wildflower meadows, limiting mowing to just the paths you cut through it. Edging lawns is a fiddly nuisance. Save time here too by installing lawn edgings that you can mow right up to, or set lawns flush with hard surfaces such as paving. Fast-growing hedges need more attention, so while slower growers might take a bit longer to establish, they'll drastically reduce time spent up a ladder cutting them. Yew, box, euonymus and cherry laurel are all excellent choices that can be trimmed as infrequently as once a year. Hey, just a reminder to click that subscribe button if you're new here. Now, what about saving time with that must-do summer chore, watering? Save time watering by topping up mulches to reduce evaporation. Watering really thoroughly once or twice a week ultimately takes less time than a hurried daily water. And because roots are encouraged to grow deeper in search of moisture, plants become more resilient and less dependent on you. Sink old plant pots or plastic bottles with holes in them beside thirsty plants as reservoirs to get the water deep into the soil. Water-efficient drip irrigation is a hands-off way to keep plants quenched, and if you connect it to a controller, the whole setup can be completely automated. In hot weather, grouping pots together creates some shade so that the potting mix within them stays cooler for longer. Stand pots in trays so they can absorb water from the bottom up, saving you both time and water. You could also incorporate water-retaining gel or crystals into the potting mix at planting time. And remember, when time's tight, it's better to plant into larger pots which dry out less quickly. Our garden planner can help you make the most efficient use of your time. Use it to lay out your vegetable garden, then enjoy the time-saving benefits of having all the information you need to plan ahead at your fingertips, including how many of each crop to sow or plant and their precise timings. It all means less looking up and second guessing, invaluable when things really start to get busy later on. And our top tip to save time? Stop fighting nature by picking plants adapted or bred to grow well in your climate. Crops suited to local conditions need less specialised care and will cope better with adverse weather. In hot climates, warm season vegetables like tomatoes and eggplant or aubergine are more likely to succeed than cool season leafy vegetables and salads like lettuce or endive. In cool, wet areas, include crops that benefit from moisture, such as chard and celery. Consider your soil too. Good choices for sandier soils include potatoes, onions and garlic, and root crops like parsnip, carrot and beets. While heavier clay soils are better suited to squashes and pumpkins, beans, brassicas like Brussels sprouts and cabbage, and other leafy greens. To save time on sowing seeds, consider growing perennial crops to enjoy repeat harvests from a single planting. Rhubarb, asparagus, artichokes, perennial bunching onions, perpetual spinach, and perennial kales like this Daubenton kale will give generously with minimal fuss from you. And of course, include fruit trees and bushes, which offer so much abundance for little more than the occasional prune and mulch. If you've got your own time-saving tips, please do share them down below. And don't forget to also check out our videos on vegetable garden shortcuts so you can get things done even more easily.